Warning, this video may have spoilers for the Flash movie, and I say may if this rumor turns out to be true. If it's not true, then this video will not have any spoilers, but I'm going to give you a warning that I could be revealing stuff that could be in the movie before it actually happens, if this pans out to be true. Now, there is a rumor going around that the Flash movie is going to have all these huge cameos from past, DC movies and shows, with characters whom we previously thought would not be in here. We thought it would just be Keaton, Michael Keaton's Batman, and Ben Affleck's Batman, and that's it. But, there's a ton of other people who might be in this movie too, according to FandomWire. And it makes sense, right? At least why this rumor exists. It makes sense why it exists. Because DC movies are always, fertile ground for rumors. But the Flash movie in particular is, really fertile because it's supposed to be a soft reboot and have Barry going to all these different timelines and alternate universes. So it would make sense that this is a movie a lot of people are talking about and are speculating about all this stuff that could be in it, right? I mean, we even saw rumors that Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman might be in it, right? It's that kind of movie. So, let's get into this FandomWire article where it reveals which cameos we might see. Again, spoilers potentially. I did warn you. Our sources tell us that the movie will follow the comics' Flashpoint plotline, with Barry going back to stop a specific event. But in doing so, Barry messes up the timeline. As Barry goes back to try and find his regular world, he stumbles into many new ones, allowing for the opportunity for various cameo appearances. There is word that producers want him to stop quickly into Nolan's Gotham City. Christopher Nolan's Gotham City, from the Christian Bale Batman trilogy. You know that, right? But since Batman is technically dead in that timeline, Barry might see a newspaper explaining Batman is dead. However, as impossible as they know it'll be, the producers are very keen to try and get Christian Bale to show up, in which case they'll adjust it. Yeah, having Christian Bale show up in this movie would be spectacular. I really think that they should try to have all this stuff in the movie. Why not? Go for broke. Other Batman worlds on deck are Val Kilmer and George Clooney's, both of which are also being approached. Kilmer was recently scheduled to do a DC fandom panel, as talk of a Batman Forever Schumacher cut keeps raging, so he seems more likely to agree to something over Clooney. Val Kilmer is supposed to show up in the new Top Gun sequel or reboot, right? Actually, I think it's a sequel with Tom Cruise. So it would be cool if he will return to another franchise he was a part of, like the Batman movies. Depending on interest, Chris O'Donnell from Batman and Robin and Batman Forever is also being approached to reprise his Robin, which played opposite both Batmen. Our sources also say that Grant Gustin's Barry Allen from the CW's The Flash could also show up. Having already met in the CW's Crisis on Infinite Earth 2-part finale, TV's Barry Allen was the one to name Ezra Miller the Flash, so a nod of respect back to Grant would be very nice. Yeah, having Grant Gustin's Flash show up in the movie the way Ezra Miller's Flash showed up on his TV show, that's golden, do it! But the biggest surprise cameo being considered is one we want to offer one final spoiler warning for. So if you don't want to read the next paragraph or continue watching this video, look away from this page right now. The surprise cameo is, our sources say they are also approaching Nicolas Cage to briefly portray Tim Burton's version of the Superman that never was. Apparently Nicolas Cage was going to do a Superman movie a while ago, directed by Tim Burton, but that never came to pass. To make this cameo even cooler, Cage wouldn't just be a cameo from another world, but instead would portray the Superman in Michael Keaton's world, where a bulk of the film will apparently take place. Talk about mind-blowing. Oh, so Nicolas Cage is Superman. They're going to retroactively say that was supposed to be the Superman in Michael Keaton's Batman in those old Tim Burton movies. Okay, that would make sense. I'm very curious to see what kind of Superman Nicolas Cage would be. Nicolas Cage doesn't seem to put forth the vibe that says Superman, but we'll see how they, pull all that off. So wow, could they get Brandon Routh to show up too? Brandon Routh played Superman in Superman Returns, right? I actually thought Superman Return was better than a lot of people gave it credit for. But I guess it didn't make enough money because they didn't continue with it. But Superman Returns, I think, made just as much money as Shazam or I think the first Ant-Man movie, right? Or the first Christian Bale Batman movie. So they could have continued with that Superman if they wanted to, but I guess they just didn't. But this all sounds great. I don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I think it makes sense too, because I'm pretty sure that they want the Flash movie to make as much money as possible and to be a must-see. So if they put all this past superhero stuff in it, it probably will be a must-see, right? They want to make sure that this movie gets $1 billion. And, you know, you got to go for broke if you want to get that number, right? We'll see. I mean, this movie comes out in 2022, and 2022 is going to be extremely competitive. There are going to be a lot of superhero movies coming out in 2022, and not even that far apart, right? So, you know, it's going to be crowded, but it makes sense, you know? You gotta bring your A game when you're competing like that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.